People believe horror lives in forests, abandoned houses, or graveyards. But that's not true. Real horror lives in places where people sleep peacefully, trusting locked doors and thin walls, like hotels, because some guests never leave. And tonight, you're going to hear the full story of Room 306. The Desert Crown Hotel stood on the edge of Highway 50, Nevada, a forgotten road, a forgotten place. Truck drivers stopped here, lonely travelers, people running from something. Michael Turner had worked there for 3 years. He always said the same thing: this hotel is never empty, even when there's no one inside. On October 12, 2018, at 10:48 p.m., a woman entered the lobby. Security footage later showed something disturbing. She did not trigger the automatic door sensor, she just appeared. Michael noticed her immediately. No bags, no phone, no shadow under the ceiling light. She asked softly, "Which rooms are occupied tonight?" Michael checked the screen. "Only one," he said. "You'll be alone." She smiled. "Good. He doesn't like crowds." Michael laughed nervously. Then she leaned closer and whispered, "Please, don't put me near room 306. Room 306 had been closed for years. Official reason: structural damage. Unofficial truth: staff quit after night shifts. Housekeepers refused to clean the 3rd floor. Guests complained of burning smells, and phones ringing with no sound. One cleaner once said, "I saw a man standing in the mirror, but when I turned around, the room was empty." At 2:58 a.m., Michael noticed something odd. The hotel felt heavier, like the air had thickened. The security monitor froze. One single frame, 3rd floor hallway, room 306. A figure stood there, tall, motionless. The timestamp continued running, but the image did not move. The phone rang, sharp. Loud, too loud for a quiet lobby. Michael answered. Nothing, just breathing, slow, burned, wet. Then a whisper, "Do you remember how hot it was?" Michael froze. Caller ID flashed, 306. Michael searched the hotel archive, dusty files, yellowed papers. March 3, 2001, guest, Ethan Cross, room 306, check-in, 11:06 p.m., check-out, not applicable, emergency report said, fire detected inside room 306. But witnesses said something strange. There were no flames, no smoke outside the room. When firefighters opened the door, Ethan Cross was found burned beyond recognition, yet the bed was untouched, curtains intact, carpet cold. One firefighter resigned the next day. He later said, something was B. At 3:21 a.m., the woman came down to the lobby. Her face was pale, her voice shaking. Did the phone ring? Michael nodded. She closed her eyes. You answered, didn't you? He whispered yes. She stepped back. Then he knows you now. Michael asked, who is he? She replied, a man who died screaming, and learned how to make others hear it. 3:17 a.m., again, this time the voice was louder, angrier. You locked me in. Lights flickered, keys slid off the desk by themselves. From upstairs, dragging footsteps, slow, uneven, like burned skin pulling across carpet. At 3:33 a.m., power died, emergency lights glowed red. Michael looked toward the stairs. 3rd floor hallway camera came back online. Room 306's door was open. Inside stood Ethan Cross, half his face melted, eyes burned shut, skin blackened and cracked. But he was smiling. The woman whispered, if he reaches the desk, he'll trade places with you. The phone rang one final time. Michael answered. The voice was calm now, almost gentle. Thank you for listening. Michael screamed. The woman vanished. Security footage showed only one thing after that, Michael staring into the lobby mirror, where his reflection slowly faded away. Police found Michael dead at 7:02 a.m., no burns, no injuries. Cause of death, cardiac arrest due to extreme fear. Room 306 was sealed again, but the hotel phone system, it still logs one call every night that if you ever stay in a hotel, and the phone rings at 3:17 a.m., do not answer, because some voices don't want to talk, they want to be heard. Most people watching this video will forget it by morning, but a few of you will hear something tonight. If you want to stay one step ahead, subscribe, because the next story might already know your name.